Let's talk about all the parts of a backsaw. There are three main parts to a backsaw. You have the tote or the handle, the back or the spine, and the saw plate. Your tote can either be open handled or closed handled, and you generally see the closed handle on the heavier duty saws and the open handle on the lighter duty saws. On the tote, you have the upper horn and the lower horn, and these aren't just for decoration. These actually help you hold the saw and control the saw without having to use a lot of strength from your hand. So it's a sign of a good quality saw if it has these overemphasized horns on the top and the bottom of the handle. Also on the tote, you have the saw nuts, which are used to hold the handle on the plate. And sometimes the saw nut actually doubles as a medallion, which is kind of like the maker's mark for the saw. And the medallions are actually nuts. So you can see on the back here, this is a part of the system that holds the saw together. On the spine of a saw, you will sometimes have a maker's mark stamped into the spine. And in some manufacturers, you'll also see the pitch of the saw stamped. And that's just, the number of teeth per inch or points per inch for the saw. And that helps you determine, well, if you can't see by looking at it, it helps you determine whether it's made for finer cuts or rougher cuts. On the saw plate, you have the toe of the plate and the heel of the plate, and then you have the tooth line. And with some manufacturers, you will see an etch also on the plate. So if you're getting into old saws, you can look at those etches and get quite a bit of information about the age of the saw and when it was made, who made it, that sort of thing.